think you have the moral ground? Abi, you think you thought you have forgotten? Is this not you in EFCC cell? See your belly, see how you dey. You and Fanika your day and co. See una, why did they take you to EFCC? So why you were arrested? The Economic and Financial Crime Commission EFCC has given reason for the arrest of the former presidential spokesman RUBEN Abati on Monday, playing his role in an alleged mismanagement of the nation's funds during former Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. VDM finally replied RUBEN Abati of the Arise TV News over the malicious statement that he made towards him because he was calling out Madam Abike Dabiri for not rescuing those Nigerian girls in Ivory Coast. Remember, we make a previous videos about it on how RUBEN were so furious and anxious and angry towards VDM, and though he did not just tackle VDM, but to every word by word what he said about VDM in that video, everybody knows that he was trying to talk down on VDM. Oh, VDM, like, he didn't say like he lacked manner, but that is what he was trying to say. But now VDM replied him already, and I want you guys to watch this video. We'll be right back.
About a very dark man, Martin Ose. I appreciate his, enthusiasm, almost like portable, getting overexcited over many things. That's Abibo Okikiola, who now says he wants to fight Anthony Joshua and all that, and he's looking for.
Dr. RUBEN Abati, is the fact that you think that you have the moral ground to talk about very dark man to the point where you want to water down my efforts in order to create awareness surrounding the trafficking issue by comparing me with Portable? You think you have the moral ground? Abi, you think you thought you have forgotten? Is this not you in EFCC cell? See your belly, see how you dey. You and Fanika your day and co. See una, why did they take you to EFCC? You once had an opportunity to turn things around in the country. What did you do? Let's read what you did. Why we arrested RUBEN Abati, EFCC. Let's go to why you were arrested. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, has given reason for the arrest of the former presidential spokesman, RUBEN Abati, on Monday. The commission said in a post on its official Facebook that it invited Abati to its headquarters in Abuja to explain his role in an alleged mismanagement of the nation's funds during former Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration. The EFCC said Abati honored an invitation by EFCC at the agency's headquarters in Abuja, Nigeria. He is presently telling operative of the commission his role in the alleged mismanagement of the nation's resources through his office. We shall keep you posted. Daily Sun, the specific reason Abati was invited, it has to do with the ONSA money. The EFCC also arrested and detained former minister of Federal Capital Territory, Bala Mohammed, over 1.2 trillion fraud. Now, if you go to the next side, it says that similarly, the commission has quizzed former special advisor to President Goodluck Jonathan on media publicity, Dr. Abati, in connection with the controversial $2.1 billion arms deal scam in the office of the former office of the National Security Advisor, Onsa Dansuki. It is still unclear how much the anti-graft agency has accused him of collecting from the alleged arms deal. So you see where they carry your name go. No matter how you try to water down me, you can never tag me. EFCC can never on earth pick me for fraud. Pick me for fraud. Even the Portable way they try to pay me with, they can never pick Portable for fraud. Say carry government money where they're supposed to better people life, you carry on. From nowhere, you don't feel say, okay, yes, 2016 have passed, you did like this, now you sit down for this thing, be a tribal bigot. This is not the first time you are doing this thing for Abike Dabiri. You did it in 2022.
Put the searchlight on Ivory Coast point. Okay, go ahead.
First, to commend Abike Dabiri at Irewa. She has been doing an excellent job.
Yes.
Running the Diaspora Commission. Since she took over that agency, she has been very proactive. She's been very excellent in terms of meeting the objectives, the mandate of that particular agency. But a very dark man, Martin Ose. And they abuse the platform. I think that Martin Ose, saying that he was giving Abike Dabiri 1 week ultimatum. Abike Dabiri, I'm warning you, 1 week. Otherwise, I will create serious problems for NIDCOM. look, that's beyond the pale of decorum. He has no right to threaten a state official. Okay? So I think that was a bit overboard. And people, all these people who say they are on Instagram, they are on this and that. Yes, media has become very democratic. Right. But there's also too many quacks and ignorant people, right, using that space and going, beyond their boundaries. Right. I think it's a statement about Abike Dabiri and NICOM. It's unfair.
All right.
So that's why I'm responding to you. You did it in 2022, and I'll play the video as well. You did it in 2022. When they said when Indians were attacking Nigerian students, they were buying Nigerian students. Have you forgotten? When somebody reacted to it, Abike Dabiri called the person I'm not there. And you were on a rise that time to defend her. Again, tribal bigots. I don't even know how you take get doctor for your name. Maybe now you be doctor of doctoring documents. See where they put your name. EFCC carry she your belly, fraudster belly, where you carry. According to EFCC, now what they call you. And you have the audacity. The annoying part of everything he said that day is he could not even open his mouth to highlight anything about the girls, to even educate people about trafficking. He didn't even do that. I was expecting him, okay, as he talked that thing about that man now, let's wait for him to say, okay, so Nigerians, the immigration, you need to do your part. Nigerians, be careful. These are the measures that we need to take in order to protect our girls, in order to protect our boys from being trafficked. He just went there to try to defend that nonsense, Abike Dabiri, that does not respect Nigerians and does not respect the life of people. Just they there to do a camouflage work. Tribal bigots. Don't try to open your mouth in that your arrest station and talk about me. If you want to talk, let me come to your station. Let's talk about you and what you do with the money that they allege that you stole. When I sit down for that arise, especially you go on, they talk about that people in the country, but when you had the opportunity, see where they put your name. EFCC picked you up with your big belly. They picked you up. So you did there black like Dudu Osun. You be like under pots. Be like under the bed. Very see face. Be like my bag, my pouch. You didn't want to judge me. He act like Portable. Like the Portable, you are trying to look like a fool now. You basically now you try to say we they do things like mumu. Even the Portable, if they give an opportunity where they give you. Tribal bigots. See the video. If you people let me play the video so that I go know inside the talk. He did it in 2022 for Abike Dabiri still. Watch.
Reactions have trailed comments made by the chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri, who in a recent Twitter post responded to a comment by using an insulting word while addressing the attack of Nigerian students in India. Well, on October 17th, the video showing Nigerian students being attacked at a university campus near Delhi, where 30,000 Nigerian students study, surfaced online. The chairperson took to Twitter to respond to the tweet, saying that the issue had been resolved. The Twitter user, who felt her response was unsatisfactory, commented using an insultive language, mumu, and said that Abike supports a failed government and was equally part of the failure. While responding to the Twitter user's comment, Abike used the word ode, a Yoruba word for foolish person, which has generated concern from various people, including Obieze, who described the response as messy and asked Abike Dabiri to clean it up. Well, let's take a reaction from Fola, who wrote, one person whose job is to protect Nigerians in the diaspora and facilitate relationships with the international community just stereotyped the community of Nigerians living in Indonesia because she was personally insulted, a stereotype she should be working hard to dispel. Dr. Abati.
Okay, it's a matter of perspective. There's a lot of abuse, a lot of vitriol on Twitter. What Abike Dabiri did, I thought was in order. When that incident occurred Friday, Saturday, in that university, Goenka University in Gujarat, India, as a result of a football match, and then differences between Nigerians and the Indian students, she put out a statement and said, look, the Nigerian mission stepped in immediately, and that about 83 students, were rescued. The Nigerian mission in India also engaged the authorities, the Indian authorities, and also the school. And they got concrete assurance that the situation will be addressed.
Yes.
And she ended by saying, look, anybody that has any issue should please report to the Nigerian mission in Delhi, who are well apprised of the situation. So very plain, direct statement showing support, emphasizing citizen diplomacy. So I don't.
Ruben Abati. Abati. You see him. It's not your first time. Continue kissing ass. Tribal bigots. You could not open your mouth to say at least. And all those people they defend Abike Dabiri. It's not her first time. You can see. That's who she is. That camouflage she did there, they do. When she knows that they report problem to her every time. You want to know, say that woman a very nonsense person. You know how many times I don't call her attention to Nigerians when they did Libya. She don't talk anything. She don't open her mouth. The moment when she feels the one no concern her, she'll quickly want to use and shine. But for there, she go shoot herself for leg. That Libya one will wait for you with them. People they give you Abati, sorry. They talk. You want water me down? You know what I see for every coast where make me the verse? I don't tell you say we don't give government official 24 hours or time. Don't be taxpayers' money they who they pay them. And those kids not in diaspora, be saying only traffic victims there for diaspora. Even if the traffic them reach there finish, they don't stay for the long time. Trafficking don't pass, they don't start to suffer. They are in diaspora. Your mouth just there they talk because you want defend your colleague. Better be careful with me. Better be careful with me. Not people like you can criticize me. You know possible. You had the opportunity. You sat down in power and I will not sit down for power for good luck ability Jonathan regime. Where for do a lot of things for this country, we not do. Today you don't come down. See where you go to sit down. Meanwhile, shout out to Rufai and that beautiful lady. Yeah.
First of all, I begin with those girls, not just these girls, all victims of trafficking around. Yes, it's a tall order for NAPTIP, but for now we know about this group, so we continue to advocate for NAPTIP in collaboration with NIDCOM to do something about this. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to Very Dark Man, I think it's important for us to always encourage activism.
Yes.
and for us to, to commend it. However, it's also important for us to set out the structures in the manner which we do so. I know he has his own way of communicating and getting his message across to his followers and so forth, but it's important to note that we can't threaten people on social media. That's so very important to just highlight that.
Well,
because as he said the other day, said, let's say they say you won't fight the lady and you won't beat her. Tribal bigots.
Now, there is an adage in my country or in my state that said that a child bad shit, you will use bad paper to wipe his anus. Anyway, forget about the parable. I can't just explain it more. Ruben Abati is an elderly man who knows that at least if you want respect, you must earn it, you don't force it. VDM, through VDM, Peace Airline was able to volunteer that he will rescue those guests and even give them and even funds their hospital bills and medical aid and all of that. They didn't. Ruben Abati didn't talk. He didn't focus his energy on that. It was even Ojo that was focusing and trying to tell him that VDM did well, he do that. But Ruben was just saying, you cannot talk to somebody, you cannot threaten somebody. Now the board don't threaten, don't talk to you now. I have no right from the one that Ruben Abati is two-faced. Like he's either for politician or for politician. He's never for you. It's only Oji Okpe and Rufai Oseni and the other lady that are for you, the common Nigerians. Well, I also want you guys to watch this particular video of Arise TV News on how they also, with moderate analysis, talk about how Peace Airline said that they volunteered to rescue these guests through the aid or through the help of VDM. We'll be right back.
Well, some positive news. Following the outcry raised by activist Martin Soshe, popularly known as Very Dark Man, who highlighted the plight of young Nigerian girls trafficked to Ivory Coast, the chairman of Air Peace Airlines, Dr. Alan Onyema, over the weekend pledged to repatriate the girls free of charge, offering free flights, medical care and support services. In a press statement, Dr. Onyema condemned the inhumane act of trafficking young Nigerian girls globally and called for collective action. urging the Nigerian embassy in Cote d'Ivoire to identify and gather the victims for repatriation. Onyema further appealed to the federal government to take responsibility for their rehabilitation and education. I mean, this is such a laudable cause by Air Peace Airlines. I mean, this is not the first time that we are seeing that they've always come into the aid of Nigerians, be it, in Sudan, South Africa. We have seen this sort of repatriation. So kudos to them. I know that the airline plans to send the girls to Duchess International Hospital in Ikeja for free medical examinations and treatment. Let me take some tweets, because obviously there was, conversation on social media as regards, especially with the responsibility of the federal government. We took this story last week. This is from Michael, who wrote, "Great initiative by Air Peace. This act of compassion and responsibility towards our trafficked girls is truly commendable. It's heartwarming to see corporate entities step up to address such a critical humanitarian issue. Thank you, Air Peace." Another user wrote, "The Nigerian government should really be ashamed that a private individual is doing all this. All those politicians, all they know is embezzlement of funds. And yet some Nigerians will come out to side them and cascade VDM. Some Nigerians don't really deserve the internet." I mean, we did see this attack on Very Dark Man, who we applaud, really, because he actually went out there with his own personal funds, did the investigation, and now we have, a private entity like Air Peace saying that he is ready to bring the girls back. Without VDM, we will not have known the story. I mean, of course, Arise highlighted the issue as well here on the show.
I believe it's John F. Kennedy who said that it's not what my country can do for me, but what I can do for my country. I paraphrase, and I think
Yes.
it's beautiful to see patriots. Patriots are people who do not wait for the system to work. They are people who step forward in a time of need where they can see that there's an intervention, a change that they can make. They do it without looking for reward, without looking for favor. And so for that, to Air Peace, to Very Dark Man, they need to be congratulated and emulated as well. In our own little jurisdictions, there's a contribution that we can make, and I hope that we can. However, the fundamental issues still need to be addressed.
Absolutely.
There is the issue of porous borders that needs to be highlighted. When we look at these young girls who are being trafficked across the border, there's the issue of course, insecurity, poverty. This is multifaceted. And until we see the root cause of these types of scourges being addressed, we're not going to move forward. So also, as much as we have patriotic Nigerians who are ready to come and advocate and look for solutions, we also need to be patriotic enough to find lasting, sustainable solutions. Look at the vulnerability of those young girls. Can't tell how old they are, but they're certainly not teenagers based off of what I see. What becomes of their futures? Yes, they shall be rehabilitated and so forth, but we need to build a country where we're not constantly rehabilitating people from the trauma of Nigeria happening to them.
I'd like to just really commend the airline.
27 million people are trafficked each year, according to the U.S. State Department, right? And which are the countries that come up? You have Afghanistan, Djibouti, Cambodia, Myanmar. If you are a parent and you guard your child, right? You're not going to let your child. There's 20 million children out of school in Nigeria. So there is a system here that has to be decentralized to the state level, where we have to, look at the issues of poverty, look at the issues of, insecurity and so on, that allows trafficking to happen. Kudos to Air Peace. So they're already giving him props on
your
YouTube.
live stream, yes.
Shout out to the YouTube community. I was shouting at Air Peace. Air Peace to the rescue again.
Yes.
Is what our YouTube viewers are saying. So,
Absolutely.
Well done to Dr. Alan Onyema.
Absolutely. Kudos to Very Dark Man, of course, as
yes,
well.
a very dark man. Indeed,
and
indeed.
Dr. Alan Onyema of Air.
You see how these people contributed. Word to word on how they praise VDM for the humanitarian work that is doing to help Nigerians, to help these guests, to return these guests to Nigeria. No politicians, they don't care. VDM have been trying so hard to help, but some people, some entity are angry. They don't just like VDM. And no matter what VDM do or does, they don't just like him. They are just looking for every way to pin him down. And VDM is doing a lot of work to make sure that it sanitizes the entire system of Nigeria, helping people to retrieve their money, helping people to retrieve their car, helping people to retrieve their land dispute, helping people to gain justice, setting people out of prison, and now stopping trafficking. But most people will not talk about this. All they just care is how to, hey, VDM, it turns rude. What about the good? They don't talk about it. 99 good minus 1 bad, they will still call you a bad person. All right, this is what I'm going to be ending the video today. We love you guys. God love you. If you love us, the only way you can show your love to us is to like this video, comment your thoughts about this video. Above all, subscribe if you have not done so. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section. I love you. Peace out.